True. So just to try and help you out here with your 5 bed that you're looking to figure out what sort of gross revenue you might attract as a service accommodation unit. I personally love our 5 bed properties. They generate the most revenue for sure. Just secured a really good deal on one. You do tend to over time attract contract work, and you can also use them as go-to properties when you need to put people into them if you've got problems in your other portfolio properties. Just they don't get as occupied, but you can charge very good rates because people looking to rent these type of places are all just leveraging economies of scale. They want to all pull their money together and get somewhere half decent, but at the same time save money. But for us, you can still charge decent nightly prices to make the properties work. Obviously, the linen's a tiny bit more, and they tend to leave a tiny bit more mess, so the cleaning is a bit more. But we have our 5 bedders which sleep sort of anywhere from 10 to 14. Some weekends this year we'll have them booked out at £600 a night, so you don't need loads of bookings to make them pay for themselves. But I had a quick look in sort of your area. Now I've gone for 8 guests, so although I know your sleeps 11, you'll probably find it'll average out around 8 or 9 guests. We're finding that with ours. We have them advertised as sleeping 14, but quite rare that all 14 people have taken it up. It's 8, 9, 10 guests. So there's not much around, but those that are around, Airbnb doesn't really give much away. But £173 a night. Calendar's got a booking there. It's got a booking there. So there's not much thereafter, and there's not many reviews. Hasn't really been going that long. So 173 quid a night on that one. If we just actually jump back to, let's just have a look at, I'm not familiar with Wolverhampton's sort of nightlife or weekend sort of traffic, but I don't know whether you'll be busy on a weekend, whether you can attract sort of those weekend bookings. Obviously in Newcastle we benefit from the football coming, and stag and hen parties, that sort of thing. People coming to visit Newcastle for the weekend. So if we just, Airbnb is so slow at the minute. If we just have a look at the weekend prices, see if they change. £160, so not really. Cleaning fee of £40. But you'll see there for sort of a 2 night stay, you're gonna £420, which isn't the end of the world. If you do it up, this looks very basic to me. It doesn't look a nice property, but it depends on the stay. Let's have a look at this one. So they're £150 as an average price if you go for a full week. It increases slightly to 165. I had a quick look on Google Maps, and there's a lot of hotels around the Wolverhampton area. So that's normally a good sign. A good cluster of them there as well. Each of these hotels will have done a lot of research before building these pretty little buildings, or converting them into hotels to make sure that they do work. And then if you jump onto Booking.com, there's some good stuff. So this one here sleeps 8 people, £810 for 6 nights, so £120 ish per night. And then you've got if you were to be staying in one of the hotels with sort of 8 people, 1,200 quids, 2 grand, 2 grand, grand, 1,800. 1,500 quid. But remember, this is also based on 8 adults, so I'm sure you'd be happy booking out your place for 1,500 to 2 grand for 6 nights. So there's plenty on offer here, which does suggest that there's demand for it. Obviously, most of them are hotels as opposed to sort of an Airbnb style setup, but there's no reason why you can't. I think be looking at some good numbers. I wouldn't be shy of pulling in minimum 500 quid a week from a 5 bed sleeping 11 in this location. I think if you can make your figures work on probably 2,500 quid gross revenue as a worst case scenario, I do think you'd achieve that if the property's set up right. So hope that helps. Hope it gives you a bit of confidence to invest in your deal and take it on. If you need anything else, just give us a shout.